Chosen one, you're next in line for everything. Get ready. You've been walking with a quiet strength for so long. You've been sowing in silence, healing in shadows, growing in secret. And now the divine is shifting everything. What was once delayed is now being declared. What was once distant is suddenly near. And it's your name that's been called into the atmosphere. The heavens have not forgotten you. The throne has not overlooked you. Your patience, your obedience, your resilience, they have stacked up moment by moment into a spiritual momentum that cannot be stopped. You are next in line for everything. That's not a metaphor. That's not a vague promise. It's a divine announcement ringing out through every unseen realm. Get ready, because what's coming is everything you prayed for, everything you dreamed of, and everything you were shaped for. Before we dive into the unfolding truth in this message, stay with me until the end of this video. What you're about to hear carries prophetic weight. It's more than words. It's alignment. It's activation. And if your spirit is stirred already, let this be your sign. Drop your warmest wishes in the comments. Blessings for your future, your family, your finances, and seal it with the number 777. This energy is a spark in the universe. Let it echo in the divine realm that you are open, ready, and expectant. Chosen one, you are not behind. You're next. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. You are next in line because you survived what was meant to bury you. You are next because you didn't collapse under the pressure. You didn't betray your purpose just to be liked. You didn't negotiate your value just to be seen. Instead, you stayed true to the blueprint on your soul. While others chose shortcuts, you chose alignment. While others performed for applause, you chose silence, growth, and truth. You trusted divine timing even when it looked like you were being passed over. But you weren't being passed over. You were being positioned. You were being refined, strengthened, and tailored for an arrival so powerful that even your enemies will have to sit still and watch it unfold. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You're not overlooked. You've been marked for this moment from the very beginning. And the line you've been standing in is about to start moving. Swiftly, unpredictably, supernaturally. What looked like a delay was actually divine design. The reason others went before you was because what's coming to you is unlike anything that's ever been handed out before. It's bigger, it's heavier, it's sacred, it's legacy level, and God needed you to be ready to carry it without crumbling. The line is moving now, and the call is yours. The people around you might not understand how close you are. That's okay. They weren't shown the vision. They weren't given the dream. They didn't wrestle through the dark nights the way you did. They weren't with you when you cried out for clarity. They didn't feel the burning in your chest when you knew, deep down, that your life had greater meaning than what you were living. But you knew. And that knowing kept you alive. That knowing is the reason your name is now echoing in the courts of heaven. That knowing is why angels are aligning events in your favor right now. Chosen one, this is your moment. This is your shift. Everything you need to receive this next level has already been placed inside you. You're not waiting to be equipped. You're already equipped. The strength, the wisdom, the humility, the insight, the creativity, it's all in you. What's been missing wasn't the tools, it was the timing. But now, the timing has caught up with your preparation. And when timing meets preparation, manifestation is guaranteed. The doors that once rejected you are now being reopened. The tables that once ignored you are now being set in your honor. You're not going to have to knock twice. You're not going to have to beg. You're not going to have to hustle for what has your name on it. This time, it's coming to you. You've watched others receive. You've celebrated others' wins. You've clapped for people who got what you were praying for. And that was your test. That was the proving ground of your spirit. Could you celebrate when it wasn't your turn? Could you rejoice without jealousy? Could you trust that the same God who did it for them could and would do it for you too? And you did. You passed that test with ease. You smiled even when your heart ached. You kept giving even when your hands were empty. You kept blessing others even when you needed a breakthrough yourself. And now, heaven is responding. You're not about to receive scraps. You're about to receive surplus. You're not just going to be restored. You're going to be rewarded. Because this isn't compensation. It's confirmation. It's divine confirmation that your life has never been ordinary. That your delay was not denial. That your struggles weren't a waste. That your tears didn't fall into nothingness. Every cry, every silent scream, every whispered prayer was heard. And the response? It's showing up in the form of open doors, supernatural checks, divine connections, and soul-deep joy. With God's blessings, you are invited to bless this message by giving a divine gift of $20 or more through the Super Thanks button on YouTube. Together, let's spread faith, hope, and love, bringing light not just into your own life, but also to those who need it most. Your generosity becomes a seed of inspiration and healing for countless souls. So get ready. This isn't a maybe. This isn't a possibility. This is a certainty sealed in divine timing. Your shift will not be subtle. It will be loud. It will be obvious. It will leave people stunned. Some will wonder how it happened so fast. But you'll know it didn't happen fast. It happened faithfully. You stayed in position. You held the vision. You didn't move when it was hard. And because of that, everything is about to move for you. You're next in line for the kind of favor that doesn't make sense on paper. The kind of wealth that isn't measured just in numbers, but in impact. The kind of peace that doesn't depend on outside conditions. The kind of love that reflects the divine itself. What's coming is total. It's complete. It's whole. It's not temporary. It's not seasonal. It's rooted in eternal timing. You are about to live the kind of life that reflects exactly what you were chosen for. A life of power. A life of peace. A life of purpose. Get ready, because you will not have to force it. You will not have to manipulate it. You will not have to overthink it. The shift will feel like grace. The elevation will feel like home. It won't feel like striving. It will feel like arriving. Everything is aligning in your favor. People, places, resources, time. Everything is pointing in one direction, and that direction is up. You are ascending. You are rising. You are being crowned with visibility, favor, and acceleration. Let them doubt. Let them dismiss you. Let them assume you missed your moment. What they don't know is that your moment was preserved. It was hidden. It was protected. God didn't forget about you. He was hiding you. And now that the preparation is complete, the presentation is about to begin. You're next in line for everything you were afraid might never come. Let that truth settle in your spirit. More than enough is coming, and it has your name on it. You've spent seasons walking through what others wouldn't have survived, and yet, here you are, stronger, wiser, more spiritually aware. And even though you've been through storms, what's remarkable is not just that you endured, it's that you transformed. You didn't come out of the fire the same. You came out refined. You came out clearer. You came out chosen. And now, everything that once broke you is becoming the very foundation under your elevation. This is why you're next. Not because of luck, not because someone did you a favor, but because divine law has recognized your spiritual stature. You didn't cheat the process. You didn't skip the climb. You were faithful in the shadows. You carried yourself like royalty, even when no one was watching. You honored people who didn't honor you. You showed up when it was hard, when it was lonely, when it was silent. And that obedience, that spiritual maturity, that consistency, it's now speaking for you in rooms you haven't even entered yet. There are blessings with your name written in spiritual ink, blessings that no one else can claim. No one can substitute for you. No one can intercept what's been set apart for you. The universe itself has kept it sealed and untouched, waiting for this exact moment. And now, the gate is opening. Slowly at first, quietly, then suddenly, fully, completely. The outpouring will begin with signs, divine confirmations, unexpected encounters, supernatural provision. These are not coincidences. These are markers along your path, reminding you that yes, it's real. Yes, it's time. Yes, you are the one. You're stepping into alignment so divine that your name will be mentioned in circles you didn't campaign for. You will be favored by people who once overlooked you, not because you changed yourself to fit in, but because you were brave enough to stand out. The version of you that's rising is not seeking approval. You're walking in assurance. You're stepping in confidence. And you're magnetizing miracles because you're finally ready to receive on the level you've been praying for. So many times you questioned why it was taking so long. You wondered if maybe you missed it, maybe you misheard, maybe you were waiting for something that would never come. But that waiting wasn't wasted. It was sacred. You weren't just standing still. You were being synchronized with the movement of the heavens. What felt like pause was actually preparation. God was building everything around you to meet you where you're going, not where you've been. And now, everything around you is catching up to everything inside you. Don't downplay what's happening. Don't shrink just to make others comfortable. What's coming to you is loud on purpose. It's divine design to make your name echo. You're not being elevated just for yourself. You're being raised to inspire, to lead, to shift atmospheres. Your success is not selfish. It's sacred. It's purposeful. It's a torch that will light the path for others who were once in the dark like you. When people ask how you made it, your answer will not be strategy. It will be surrender. It will be faith. It will be the grace of God multiplied over time and tested by fire. And it's not just financial. It's not just material. It's spiritual, emotional, relational. Your alignment is holistic. You will find that peace starts finding you. Clarity starts waking you up. Energy starts surging through your body like lightning. You'll walk differently, speak differently, feel differently. Because the old burdens are breaking off. The old narratives are dissolving. The lies that told you you were late, that you weren't enough, that it was too hard, those are being replaced with truth. You are chosen. You are ready. You are next. You don't have to over-explain it to anyone. Some won't understand why you're moving the way you are now. They won't see what you see. They weren't given the vision. But that doesn't mean you stop. That doesn't mean you water it down. Some will watch silently. Some will walk away. Some will return. But your focus must remain forward, upward, aligned with the truth that your name is being called in divine places. And when your name is called, the entire realm of the unseen moves to make space for your arrival. The pressure you've been feeling lately, That's not a sign of failure. It's a sign of proximity. It's the final contraction before birth. It's the tightening before the breakthrough. The reason it's been intense is because you're at the edge of everything shifting. Don't give up here. Don't talk yourself out of what you've been preparing for all this time. There's a reason the enemy fought you harder in this last stretch. He knew what was coming. He saw the light around you getting brighter. He recognized the vibration of a soul stepping into its inheritance. But guess what? He couldn't stop it. He couldn't delay it. He couldn't destroy it. Because what's for you is protected by the Most High. What's for you doesn't require permission from people. It only requires your belief. And if you're still here, reading this, then your belief is alive. And that's all heaven needed. You will not miss it. You will not be skipped. You will not be replaced. You will be seen. You will be celebrated. You will be seated at the table built specifically for you. This is the moment your soul has been whispering about in dreams. The moment that looked impossible at one point. The moment that felt like it was reserved for them, not you. But now, you're seeing the signs. You're hearing the call. You're feeling the shift in the atmosphere. Something inside you knows it's different this time. And it is. Get ready. Doors are going to open on their own. You'll walk into rooms you didn't apply to. You'll receive messages that unlock destiny. You'll meet people whose presence confirms you are exactly where you're meant to be. These aren't just opportunities. They're divine alignments. And they're chasing you down. You're not pursuing anymore. You're attracting. You're not striving anymore. You're surrendering to the overflow. Stay grounded. Stay humble. But do not stay hidden. This is your time to rise, to take your rightful place. You don't need to beg the universe. You've already been chosen by the Creator. And now, your timeline is active. Your journey is illuminated. Your future is calling. Chosen one, you're next in line for everything, and your life will never be the same again. Chosen one, do you feel it rising within you? That undeniable certainty that something beyond logic is about to unfold. You may not have all the answers yet. You may not even know how it's going to happen. But the knowing is there. It's sitting in your spirit like a fire that won't go out. And that knowing is not imagination. It's revelation. It's the whisper of God reminding you, you are next. Stay positioned. I'm about to do something through you that eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard, and minds haven't imagined. You've outgrown old places. That's why you've felt the discomfort. You've evolved past old conversations, expired relationships, limiting beliefs. That's why everything started to feel too tight, too small, too heavy. It's because you've expanded, spiritually and energetically. And now, the divine is rearranging your world to fit the size of your new capacity. What used to satisfy you doesn't anymore. What once made sense no longer fits your vibration. That's growth. That's alignment. And because you didn't resist it, you're being propelled into the spaces your spirit was always meant to occupy. Let's be clear. This next season is not just about elevation. It's about restoration. You're not just getting ahead, you're getting back everything you lost along the way. Time, opportunities, joy, resources. God is not only making you the head, He's making up for everything that was stolen, delayed, blocked, or buried. Divine justice is being carried out. What you didn't even know was owed to you is being released. Not as a favor, but as a fulfillment of divine order. The scales are being balanced in your favor, and all of creation is aligning to honor the decree. You are next. Some people will try to minimize what's happening in your life, not out of malice, but because they weren't built to carry what you carry. Don't take it personally. Don't shrink to accommodate their comfort. Your rise will make some uncomfortable, because it reveals what they chose not to pursue. But you cannot afford to dim your light anymore. The light inside you is divine. It was placed in you to disrupt patterns, to shift atmospheres, to activate others. Your success isn't just about wealth. It's about breaking cycles. It's about unlocking freedom, for you and for generations connected to your obedience. This is legacy. This is lineage. This is impact. You've crossed over, spiritually, energetically. You've crossed the threshold from almost to absolutely. And because you crossed it in faith, the manifestation is being expedited. What would have taken 10 years will now happen in 10 months. What would have required a team will now be handled by divine partnerships. What once seemed out of reach is now flowing into your life like a river that knows its destination. You are no longer chasing, because abundance is now magnetized to your frequency. That's the result of alignment. That's the effect of preparation, meeting perfect timing. Your posture now must be one of trust, not fear, not control, not desperation. Trust, because the stage is being set, and all you need to do is show up ready to receive, ready to rise, ready to steward the blessings with integrity and boldness, ready to lead not from ego, but from divine authority, ready to be seen, fully, powerfully, authentically. You won't have to shout for attention. The spotlight will find you, because what you carry can no longer be hidden. Heaven is making sure your influence is seen, your voice is heard, your presence is acknowledged. This time, you won't have to fight for a seat. This time, you are the table. This time, you are the key.